Hello, everybody, and welcome to Atheist Sunday School, your one-stop shop for everything Atheist Sunday and school. And boy, do we have a show for you today.
Yes, I think we got quite the show. And the interesting thing is that I was initially going to go with just the next 2 chapters because the next 3 after that were, a full story. But I decided, since we got Pimp here, throw in 3 more. Why the fuck not? And as I say that, we got Pimpmunk here. He's great. Say hello, Pimpmunk.
Hello, Pimpmunk.
That was amazing. You did such a great job of saying that.
Woo! Well, you finished your golden calf video.
I did. Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Wow.
I even gave it a thumbs up.
Wow.
And at the time that I did, 2 people had given it thumbs down.
Yeah.
Still that.
Ah.
I liked that video a lot. I put a lot of effort into that.
More than most.
I'm glad people who have watched it enjoyed it. Generally, but not getting the traction I thought it would get. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not that salty. I'm good.
Yes, you are. He seems basic, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You guys just can't taste the evaporate salt in the room.
Yeah, really can't.
Well, more importantly, what's our 666 fund drive up to?
Yes, our demon summoning fundraiser is up to $561.56. That is 84%. We are 84% of the way to summoning a demon.
That's incredible.
But you know what? We're over 100% of the way to 10,000 subscribers.
You're right. We are over 100%.
Yes.
Fantastic. I was talking to some people, getting some ideas what we can do for the 10,000 subscriber special. Something, I don't know if there's like some weird thing you can do with like tarot cards or with Ouija boards. Like, I don't know, like that's like
I've got some tarot cards.
Yeah, like that's like your realm of stuff. So if there's like something interesting that goes along with that could make for a cool special.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. We'll have to. Oh, you know what? We could do a tarot reading for our. Well, they're not our inner circle because the inner circle is only like the
first 5,000.
5,000. Yeah. So this is the extended inner circle.
The slightly larger circle.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
creative.
council.
The council. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. That's interesting. We got to start writing those down.
Yeah. Everyone in the inner circle is also in the council.
Yes.
Right.
That's how it works.
Yes.
Concentric circles.
Yes.
Hooray.
Okay. So
I was going to say something mildly interesting.
Oh, go ahead.
And it's that I got the notification much sooner that our broadcast went up now with 10,000 subscribers as opposed to before. Absolutely. It's extremely noticeable.
Wow. Well, we're way better than we used to be, apparently.
I guess.
We only need 10510 more in order to summon a demon.
That's not much. In fact, that's possible either this week or next week.
Yeah, that's possible.
Or it's possible that we could never hit it. That's possible too.
All possible. You could also have a stroke and die right now.
I could.
Yeah. The idea that you summoned a demon was not allowed by God, and so by divine wrath,
terrible.
You had a stroke.
Okay. If Lawrence strokes out and dies on stream, we will become Milwaukee Christians.
Wow. Yeah, I guess.
God, could you fucking imagine if I did, though?
I hope you're not genetically prone to getting strokes.
I don't think I am. Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Anyways, there aren't really any announcements.
No.
But we can get started with the 100-point show.
All right.
I have an announcement.
Oh, you do? Great. What's your announcement?
My dick.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow.
I love that. That is the best thing I've heard all day.
Our audience needed to know that information.
Yeah. Yep.
They did. All right. So I'll get us started off. And I feel like Pimp might know this. Which WWE pay-per-view had to be renamed in Germany because of connotations to the Holocaust?
Oh, fuck, I do know this, but I can't remember. Oh, my God.
Ruben?
I made a point not to talk about it before the show today.
Third Reich and roll.
Wow, I wish that was it.
That's hilarious.
I wish that was a pay-per-view. I'd watch that.
Hitler Mania. No, I'm joking.
I don't know. You might get it. There's no clock, but it's running out.
Ooh.
Yes, the lack of a clock is almost
it-
depleted.
Was it like a gold star thing?
Dude, I'm old. I can't remember shit. I know it, but I just can't. It's not coming.
All right. Well, the answer is Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that did not translate well. Let's just say that.
All right.
I fucking knew that.
Well, you picked an obscure sport,
Lawrence loves wrestling.
Yeah, I do.
so I'm gonna pick a less obscure sport. How many fights did Rocky Marciano not win by knockout?
3. What's your guess?
How many fights did he not? What's the question again?
Rocky Marciano won all of his fights. How many fights did he not win by knockout?
10.
I think it was 2.
Oh man.
Man, that was close.
Yeah, Landon.
Landon's got it.
Landon
got
So
it.
Landon Googled that shit. Let him know goddamn thing about boxing.
Yeah, you fucking cheater.
Just
Oh,
calling you out, Landon.
did we fix Nightbot?
I have it opened. Well, we should probably check that. Yeah, because it wasn't going last stream. So,
Did we mod people?
I was just about to say that. I have added mods. There are some people that I haven't gotten yet because I wasn't sure what their channel was. I was planning on making all the patrons mods, and then some people who are always in the chat and always talking. I still have to mod more, but I'll probably do that after the show. So, yeah, that's that. That's a thing we have now because we never had that before.
Yeah.
We didn't really need it.
Well-
We didn't care. So
Now that we have mods, they can start abusing their powers.
they can. I sure hope they don't.
Ooh, well,
That's why it's the most trusted.
I don't know about these patrons of ours.
Yeah, I don't know about what they want to do there. So,
Did
Pimp, what's
Pimp.
your 100-point show question?
Okay. What is the most viewed porn of all time?
like
That's a good
category or like video?
No, the actual porno movie, the pornography.
Okay.
Movie
Debbie Does Dallas.
with ding, ding, ding.
Holy shit!
Damn, Ruben.
I got 100 points. Bam.
Wow.
That is it.
That's pretty good. All right, I didn't even know that.
Shit, I thought you were in on the industry, man.
Yeah, but I never even heard of that one.
Wow.
He got that off the top of his fucking head, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
I watched that with my
impressive.
dad 2 days ago.
You're just an encyclopedia of knowledge.
Encyclopedia porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And fighting.
Yeah, Japanese midget tentacle porn. That's the answer.
Yes, of course.
All right.
So
I have the King James version of the Bible.
I have the English Standard Version, and I have no idea what Pimp is using. Pimp, what are you using?
The International Bible Society Bible.
All right.
Woo!
That's fair enough.
Biblical.
That's not a church. It's a society.
The Society of International Bible.
Woo! All right.
And it says the New International Version, NIV.
Okay, NIV, got it.
All right.
Okay. And we also have the Holy Scriptures, according to some Jews. The new
Jews.
Yeah. We got the new King James version.
We also have
Oh,
this puppet show
This
thing.
We're out.
Stupid puppet
God.
show program. Maybe we can do something with that for
10K.
I
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
thought
you
were
want to
too
do the
cringe.
Christmas episode? There's a Christmas one in there about keeping Christ in Christmas.
That sounds amazing. We should probably do that, but only when it's Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to remember. We'll keep it up here.
Maybe for 100K next Christmas.
I don't
yeah.
think we're going to get that. But we also have the Old Testament survey from the New Interpreter's Bible
And the Oxford Companion to the Bible.
and unfolding the Deuteronomistic history.
We also have the internet.
We
Hey,
do. We do have the internet.
I got that. I got all that
We
shit.
all have that.
Yeah.
I have a better one.
Phones exist.
Yeah.
I got
well,
my dick.
wow. I can't believe that's your announcement, And it's your translation source.
Yes. My
Okay,
dick's pretty awesome. Multi-talented.
that's really incredible.
Thanks.
I'm astounded.
I'm
Wow.
so happy for you.
Well,
let's-
today we're doing chapters 15 through 19.
Yes,
Good luck.
Ooh, this is. Let's see how long that is.
you're in 2 Kings right now.
Oh, I am in 2nd Kings. What the hell? Oh, wow. Magic.
Flip right to it.
Flipped
Great.
right to it.
Must have
That's the will of God
Must
right
have been
there.
God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hop right into chapter 15.
All right. Now, in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, reigned Abijam over Judah. 3 years reigned he in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Maacah, the daughter of Abishalom. This is terrible writing.
It is, yeah.
I
And
could
so-
write
some of these
this.
names also have like alternative names in some other translations too.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And he walked in all the sins of his father, which he had done before him, and his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father. Nevertheless, for David's sake did the Lord his God give up a lamp in Jerusalem to set up his son after him and to establish Jerusalem. What the fuck is the lamp?
The lamp. It's like his memory, I think. That's what it means. I was reading through a commentary. So I think it's just supposed to mean his memory.
Okay.
weird.
Like an illumination.
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Because David did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, and turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, save only in the matter of Uriah the Hittite. Is that true?
What? That he did nothing wrong? I don't think this is true.
No, I mean, like, in the text, didn't David, like, fuck up in some way at some
A
point?
bunch?
I mean, you mean in the eyes of God?
Yeah.
No?
I don't remember that.
I think David never technically lost favor.
He was always the good guy, I think.
Yeah, even though he's nuts. And
Well-
definitely kind of a bad guy.
Well, yeah.
Was Uriah the guy that he killed and then banged his wife?
Oh, maybe.
That is pretty blasphemous. And there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all the days of his life.
Oh, yeah. That's actually one where it says Rehoboam. There is another translation that says something else. I forget the name, but it's not Rehoboam.
Ah. Now, the rest of the days of Abijam and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? Thanks. And there was war between Abijam and Jeroboam. So, again, we've had quite a few references now to other books that we can't access.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that does happen quite a lot in history.
Yeah, but it wasn't happening for quite a while.
Yeah, we got references to some things.
We
here
got
and
like
there.
2 references to other books in the whole Torah.
They
Yeah.
also occasionally find textual reconstructions of later renditions of the books, if they ever do get reprintings, and then they quote them. And so you can rebuild parts of books, at least, that they reference in the
Well-
Bible from quotes.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much, the whole thing. That's pretty much what you do.
Yeah.
And there's really not.
Much else.
Yeah,
and
we
you have to
can't.
believe what they say. That's a bit of a leap of faith right there, that they didn't approximate instead of like verbatim quote them.
Yeah, that's happened before too. But
Yeah.
also maybe like if it was a different, I don't think they would have been using a different translation. Maybe a different dialect it would have been at that point, probably.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, and there was war between Abijam and Jeroboam. And Abijam slept with his fathers.
he died.
Yeah, he died. And they buried him in the city of David. And Asa, his son, reigned in his stead. And in the 20th year of Jeroboam, king of Israel, reigned Asa over Judah. And 41 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Maacah, the daughter of Abishalom. So
I
it's the
think that's-
same
yeah.
mother.
Yeah, and I think.
See, in mine it said his grandmother's name.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh yeah, because his mother was Makkah, the daughter of Abishalom. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but also the last one said his mother's name was Makkah, the daughter of Abishalom.
Yeah.
So they're the same mother. So why didn't they just
I don't fucking know.
fuck it?
Weird.
Anyways, and Asa did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, as did David his father. And he took away all the Sodomites out of the land and removed all the idols that his father had made.
The prostitutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a bummer.
Huge
I respect sex workers' rights.
Yeah. And also Maacah, his mother. Even her he removed from being queen, because she had made an idol in a grove. And Asa destroyed her idol and burnt it by the brook of Kidron.
So what's really interesting here is when talking about yours said a grove or
Yeah, a grove. Is yours the Asherah?
yeah, I have Asherah.
Yeah.
It says because she had made an abominable image for Asherah.
Oh,
So not just an Asherah pole. I mean, that's probably the image that they're talking about,
yeah.
but it's not referenced as such.
Well, damn women not worshipping only the father figure god.
Yeah, damn that.
Anyways, but the high places were not removed. Nevertheless, Asa's heart was perfect with the Lord
Wow.
all his days.
Amazing. Thanks, Asa.
And he brought in the things which his father had dedicated and the things which himself had dedicated into the house of the Lord, silver and gold and vessels. Why are you bringing silver into the house of the Lord?
Isn't that cheap shit now?
Yeah.
It is cheap shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't want any of that. I mean, especially considering how golden that shit was.
Yeah, it's so golden.
Everything was gold.
Why would you bring some shitty
I
silver
bet
ornament in?
Solomon's asshole was gold.
Man, y'all being elitist towards silver. That's crazy.
Hey, it's not us. It's the Bible. Blame
It's
the
the
Bible.
Bible.
Blame the Bible.
Hashtag blame that shit.
What I found actually kind of interesting that I kind of forgot to comment on was destroying the image and burning it at the Kidron River.
Mhm.
That's where pretty much every idol went to be destroyed, at least in the books of Kings. And that's really interesting because it's probably alluded to in Deuteronomy when, and if anyone watched the Golden Calf video, you'd know this. The the brook where Moses throws the ashes, it just said that it was a brook down the mountain. Now in the story, he got water from the rock, right?
Yeah.
So it would be that. It would be the water flowing from that.
Yes.
But to the eyes of someone reading that who did not have access to the Torah yet, they would think, or most of the Torah yet, they would think, oh, obviously they mean the Kidron River. So there's that.
Huh.
Well, the Kidron River, that's where you go to burn idols. Okay.
Prostitutes?
No,
Idols.
Didn't you call them? Never mind.
They got rid of the prostitutes.
He called them idols in Ruben's version.
No, they
No,
call
they
them
didn't.
sodomites. in my
Sodomites,
version.
okay. Oh,
Pay
good.
closer attention, Chris. This is going to be on the quiz.
Ah, shit.
And there was a war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, all their days. And Baasha, king of Israel, went up against Judah and built Ramah, that he might not suffer any to go out or to come in to Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa took all the silver and the gold that were left in the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king's house, and delivered them into the hand of his servants. And King Asa sent them to Ben-Hadad, the son of Ben-Hadad, the son of Hezion, king of Syria, that dwelt at Damascus, saying...
Doesn't Ben-Hadad mean son of Hadad? Because Ben, isn't that Hebrew for son of? I think it is.
Might be.
It might depend on where it's used in a word.
Okay, well, whatever. I know that Hadad was also a god of the Mesopotamians, or no, sorry, of the Babylonians, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or sometimes Adad without the H.
Yes. There is a league between me and thee, and between my father and thy father. Behold!
Behold! You gotta say it, pimp. You gotta say
Can't
it.
just thumbs up.
No.
There we go.
Sorry about that. I was muted. I did say it quicker, but okay.
I have sent unto thee a present of silver and gold. Come and break thy league with Baasha, king of Israel, that he may depart from me. So Ben-Hadad hearkened unto King Asa, and sent captains of the hosts which he had against the cities of Israel, and smote Ijon and Dan and Abel-Beth-Maacah and all Cinneroth with all the land of Naphtali. So that's a lot of
names.
that's a lot of death. He sent captains there.
Yeah.
And it came to pass when Baasha heard thereof that he left off building of Ramah and dwelt in Tirzah. Then King Asa made a proclamation through all Judah. None was exempted, and they took away the stones of Ramah and the timber thereof wherewith Baasha had builded, and King Asa built with them Geba of Benjamin and Mizpah. So they used built and builded
Yeah.
in the same sentence.
But I think just the main point is that they took all the stuff that was being used for building there and
Yeah.
built their own shit with it.
Yeah. In these places.
Yeah.
The rest of all the acts of Asa and all his might and all that he did and all the cities which he built, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? Nevertheless,
I don't know.
We'll never know.
I have no idea. Rachel has to take a drink now.
Yeah, that's true.
See, mine is in the annals of Juno.
Yeah, that too. That's exactly
The
what it is.
annals.
Great. Nevertheless, in the time of his old age, he was diseased in his feet. He had the gout. And Asa slept with his fathers. He died of gout. Wow, what a shitty way to die. Asa slept with his fathers and buried his fathers in the city of David his father. And Jehoshaphat, his son, reigned in his stead. And Nadab, the son of Jeroboam, began...
Whoa! Look at the screen.
Whoa, Len,
Yeah.
thank you very much for his 6.60 donation.
Oh, there's that wonderful animation again.
Yeah.
Lennon says 10% of a summon daemon, or lack of daemon, if the summoning act is insufficient, or nothing at all if daemons do not exist. Now we need just $38.50 more. Also, hello there, great Pimpmunk.
Hello there, great sir.
So thank you, Landon. We are so
Man.
close to there. What? The
I
30?
landed my brain, Jesus.
That's true. That's
Landon's
true.
your brain,
Him
Jesus.
and Landon, they got a nice bromance going on. It's pretty adorable.
Oh, did you order those
Landon's like my best
magical
friend in the world,
implements?
man.
What'd you say, Pimp?
Landon's my best friend in the world, dude. I love that motherfucker.
Yeah, Landon's pretty great. I agree.
He's got a lot of hair, though. He's really hairy.
I haven't seen him with a beard in a while.
Yo, he's an ugly motherfucker with a beard, man. He's perverted looking. He looks like a goddamn pedophile. I swear he does.
Wow, that's a little much.
Swallow.
But hey, if
Yeah.
you say so.
He's got a rapist style going on when he got that beard.
Oh boy.
And
I'm
then
lying to you. He knows it too.
the controversy begins.
The controversy begins.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. Now,
Demonetized.
now we can continue on
yes.
here.
Thank you, Landon.
Landon's awesome.
Agreed.
So Asa died of gout, basically.
Yes.
Lost my place. What?
We're on verse 25 of chapter 15.
Okay, sorry about that. I lost it. Okay, thank you.
And Nadab, the son of Jeroboam, began to reign over Israel in the 2nd year of Asa, king of Judah, and reigned over Israel 2 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and walked in the way of his father, and in his sin wherewith he made Israel to sin. And Baasha, the son of Ahijah, of the house of Issachar, conspired against him. And Baasha smote him at Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines, for Nadab and all Israel laid siege to Gibbethon. Even in the 3rd year of Asa, king of Judah, did Baasha slay him, and reigned in his stead. And it came to pass, when he reigned, that he smote all the house of Jeroboam. He left not to Jeroboam any that breathed, until he had destroyed him, according unto the saying of the Lord, which he spake by his servant Ahijah the Shilonite, because of the sins of Jeroboam which he sinned, and which he made Israel sin, by his provocation wherewith he provoked the Lord God of Israel to anger. Now the rest of the acts of Nadab, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? And there was a war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, all their days.
So, before moving on a little bit here,
Yes.
I know there's not much to go left in this
There's
chapter.
2 verses.
Yeah. So, that great sin,
Yeah.
by the way, was the golden calves.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, right?
wow.
What did you do? Anyone who watched my video could have
It
guessed.
sounds like Aaron's entire family lineage should be killed then, right?
Yeah.
Basically. But
Oops.
also, wait, now there
Oops.
can't be any priests.
Yep, now there can't be any priests.
Yeah, sucks.
And do we do it in reverse too? Like, should we like say, okay, this guy made some golden calves, so let's go back and kill everyone who descended from Abraham?
Wow.
Sure
I
you
mean,
could.
I'm sure some crazy religious people could justify like a war for that if they found this out. We better not tell them.
If there can't be any priests, who's going to molest the boys? Seriously.
So let's
That's
finish
true. Good idea.
Don't make them
finish up
question it so much. They'll just fight over it.
this chapter
Yep,
here.
let's just finish it up.
In the 3rd year of Asa, king of Judah, began Baasha, the son of Ahijah, to reign over all Israel in Tirzah 24 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and walked in the way of Jeroboam, and in his sin wherewith he made Israel sin. That's the end of chapter 15.
Yeah, and before we move on to the next chapter, Nightbot still isn't around.
Sorry.
So did
I have no idea what's wrong with
did
it.
you sign out and sign back in?
Yeah, well, no.
Okay, I mean, you could try that.
Maybe
Alright.
Nightbot's sick. Nightbot's
Yeah,
got a cold.
you're right. Maybe Nightbot is sick, but I just wanted to point that out. So yeah, that is the end of chapter 15.
But all of our links that Nightbot would link to are in the description, right?
That's true. They
Yeah.
are. All the links are in the description. So before moving on, definitely if you guys are enjoying the stream, please drop a like and share and all that good stuff. Subscribe if you're not.
Here, Landon pointed something out. Your link of support the stream, streamlabs.com/Milwaukee Atheist, does not work.
Really weird.
That might be it. And I don't know what to do about it right now.
Maybe that happens. I know that. So I mean, Super Chats is still working, so
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. That's
So-
okay.
You know what else is okay? You reading the
Dick?
next chapter of this book.
That's true. That is okay. Now this is very similar to the chapter that we had just read.
How so?
It's like this exact same concept. It's like a King's List.
Great, I fucking love referencing books that don't exist anymore.
More Chronicles.
The first Kings is not a real good story. it never was. You got to read it. You're reading the Bible, man.
Yep, we have to. We have no choice.
And we also have to read First Chronicles.
Yeah, we do.
And that sucks too.
Yeah.
I will return momentarily. Use the restroom.
Oh, fine. All right. I guess he's gonna
Abandon
go
you in
piss
your
his
time of
brains
need.
out.
You know, I've read the Bible front to back 12 times.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I used to kind of preach. So, yeah. I was one of those holy roly tongue talkers.
Yeah.
I was fake.
That's
I faked it.
I mean, doesn't everybody?
Probably.
When they started talking in tongues, I got a story about that. Well, if you don't mind me telling it real quick.
Hey, go ahead, man.
They were all talking in tongues, and I noticed that they all started out the same way. They all used this. They always said the same thing. Like my uncle always started out with Lashanda La Baha, and then that's what he would always. So I was gonna try to figure out my own little language, and I was gonna do the Japanese vehicles, Yamaha, stuff like that, Suzuki, but I was gonna change it up like Suzukaka. I was gonna change it up. So the first day I tried it, when I opened my mouth, I actually said Yamaha and Suzuki. I didn't change it up at all. It came out as the automobile, and they said I was trying to make fun of them and stuff.
Oh, that's too bad.
I hope everyone enjoyed that story because I love hearing that story. It's a good one.
Yeah, I've told it before, I think.
Maybe not on stream.
No, I think maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
So
I also fingered a chicken church one time.
nice.
Yeah.
That's some good Christian values.
Yeah, it is good Christian value.
Room
Knuckle
for
fuck
Jesus.
with Taurus.
All right, let's now that you're back,
Now that I'm back.
let's hop right into chapter 16.
Oh, great. You didn't start without me.
He had a story to tell. It's a good story.
Better story than First Kings.
It's not really a story.
Yes.
As opposed to a list of garbage.
And the word of the Lord came to Jehu, the son of Hanani, against Baasha, saying, Since I exalted you out of the dust and made you leader over my people Israel, and you have walked in the way of Jeroboam, and have made my people Israel to sin, provoking me to anger with their sins, behold!
No!
I will utterly sweep away Baasha and his house, and I will make your house like the house of Jeroboam the son of Nebat. Anyone belonging to Baasha who dies in the city, the dogs shall eat. And anyone of his who dies in the field, the birds of the heavens shall eat.
Wow, they're not even going to bury him.
No. It's gonna... They used to do that kind of
Bird
stuff.
eat them, motherfucker.
They used to do that kind of stuff all the time as like a big disrespectful thing.
Yeah, throw people to the vultures is still
Yeah.
pretty brutal.
Yeah, like that. And it's like, I mean, I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm dead.
I'm gonna write the ghetto version of the Bible.
The ghetto
Where
version.
it's like your ass gonna be eaten by some big ass birds, dog. Come on.
I'd read that.
Hey, have you read the Hawaiian Pigeon Bible through and through yet?
No, you told me about it a million
Seen it
times.
enough.
You gotta read the whole thing.
My God.
The Jesus book, man.
Did Jesus?
Yep. Ooh.
Pimpmunk version of the Bible. That's gonna be fucking great.
You know, I'd pay for the Pimpmunk version of
Sure.
the Bible.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it.
All right, great.
Sounds good.
Now the rest of the acts of Baasha, I like how it just like ends. Like, here's like this huge threat and no more. That didn't happen. Let's move on.
Nope.
Now the rest of the acts of Baasha and what he did and his might, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel?
I don't know.
Ooh, drink up, audience.
Yes. And Baasha slept with his fathers and was buried at Tirzah, and Ella his son reigned in his place. Moreover, the word of the Lord came by the prophet Jehu the son of Hanani against Baasha and his house.
Nah, they say in mine that by the hand of the prophet Jehu the son of Hanani.
Interesting. I'm not sure how that would be super different. I'm not sure how that affects the meaning of it.
It might be that he sent a letter.
I don't think so.
You sent him an email.
Yeah.
The Jehu, the son of Hanani, against Baasha and his house, both because of all the evil that he did in the sight of the Lord, provoking him to anger with the work of his hands in being like the house of Jeroboam, and also because he destroyed it.
Neurotic Caffeinated says there's a ghetto Bible called The Word on the Street.
That's good.
Yeah, but ain't a word of the Pimpmunk, motherfucker.
Yeah.
The word of the Pimpmunk is far superior.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
the Book of Pimp.
Good old Book of Pimp. In the 26th year of Asa, king of Judah, Ela, the son of Baasha, began to reign over Israel in Tirzah, and he reigned 2 years.
That's it?
Yes. But his servant Zimri, commander of half his chariots, conspired against him. When it's like what was that thing? I know they had like a triumvirate in Rome, and they had 3 kings ruling, or 3 Caesars, I guess. I think. I'm not sure on the
I
terminology.
thought they had a cyclical system.
I think it was each one a different area.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was I know later it was called a tetrarchy, because when they had 4, and then it went down to 2, and I forget what that was called. I think it has a specific name.
Yeah, I swear it does too.
But they had two emperors for
and I
quite a
know
bit.
that they had a specific name for those emperors. They weren't called emperors at that point. And then the emperor was the emperor. They only had one emperor when they had an emperor. They had another name for the 2 highest Senate holder positions that had dominion.
Well,
it was back before they were an empire.
Hold on, there was Constantine, and he.
Oh, this is post Roman Empire then, right? Or is this towards the
still
fall?
Roman. That's like closer to the end of the Roman Empire.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Close to fall.
Yeah. So there was Constantine, and I forget the name of the other guy that was ruling with him. I cover it in my Council Nicaea video. How much they ruled and stuff. Constantine ruled the east half.
Yeah.
And the other
Eastern
guy
Roman Empire
ruled the
and
west.
Western Roman
Yeah.
Empire. Yeah. I mean, I'm familiar with that part, but I had thought that they had 2 rulers pre-empire as well in some sort of Senate-like system.
No idea.
No idea. Well, I remember that at some point. And Greece had a similar system where many people could fight for the right to be in charge, and like you could have 3 guys in charge or 4 guys in charge.
Yeah.
It could happen. Anywho,
Maybe, I
It
don't know.
depends on where you are in Greece.
Anyways,
So I'd like to point out that there's like no build up to this civil war.
no.
Like legitimately everything
we're at war
goes
now.
from like everybody in Israel being on the same side and it's all cool, and then suddenly there's 2
Civil
different
war,
kings and
yeah.
there's a civil war and it just comes out of nowhere, and they don't go into like they did it over policy difference or they did it over religious difference. It just seems arbitrary.
It all just seems like I think it was probably like religious stuff, like how they were worshiping things. I think that might be. Like
and I don't think they
main
want to
difference.
go into depth because they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that it's being brought up and saying, read a different book to get an idea of what happened here, it
Why
means
would they
that they're
even
hiding
write
it.
that?
That is how a lot of stuff was written.
Sure.
That is ancient historiography. They would reference the things that they've read, their sources.
Sure.
They would reference that stuff.
But it'd be nice to have a copy of them.
I agree. It'd be nice, but I don't know that.
Look at this line, Genesis 2:23.
Whoa, now we're talking, says Adam. She likes me, only not same bones, same skin, same shape. Only not, she's sexy. If I'm a man, she's a woman. Okay,
Thanks, Adam.
thanks, Neurotic.
That's way better than what
He
we
said that
got
was
in
from the
Kinky
Ghetto
Pages.
Bible.
Yeah.
My Ghetto Bible would be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
We'll make that.
Challenge accepted. Okay, let's continue. When he was at Tirzah, drinking himself drunk in the house of Arza, who was over the household in Tirzah, that's a weird sentence, Zimri came in and struck him down and killed him in the 27th year of Asa, king of Judah, and reigned in his place. When he began to reign, As soon as he had seated himself on his throne, he struck down all the house of Baasha. He did not leave him a single male of his relatives or his friends. Thus Zimri destroyed all the house of Baasha, according to the word of the Lord, which he spoke against Baasha by Jehu the prophet.
Great.
Yahoo.
What?
Yahoo.
I guess Yahoo.
I guess.
Yahoo!
Just say Yahoo.
Yeah,
It's
I'm going
easier.
to say whatever. For all the sins of Baasha, and the sins of Elah his son, which they sinned, and which they made Israel to sin, provoking the Lord God of Israel to anger with their idols. Now the rest of the acts of Elah and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel?
I don't know.
You know what we should do?
Write the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel?
We should
Publish
write
it?
like a heavily atheistic book and call it the Book of the Chronicles of the Kings of
Yes.
Israel and throw it up as a PDF on Amazon.
Yes.
Good idea.
That's amazing.
I love it.
I want to help so badly with that.
In the 27th year of Asa,
Landon's
king...
drunk. I
What?
said, Landon said he's drunk.
Oh, okay.
Landon's already drunk.
All right, all right.
Landon, don't get
Sorry,
alcohol
Landon.
poisoning over this.
You
but
can switch to the wine. You don't have to do shots every time.
Yeah, you don't have to be like Chris was in our 2K special.
You mean like when I finished my drink and then realized that was the tipping point?
Yes.
Yes.
That was a bad night for Chris.
That was a horrible night. And it was fine before that.
Yeah.
Just switch to cocaine.
Oh, yeah. A real mild sedative.
You know, Freud wrote that cocaine was a treatment for some female sexual disorders.
Yeah.
Freud wrote a lot of things.
Right?
And
Well,
James
if-
Earl Jones said cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
Can
specifically
I give a
Freud
special
wrote...
shout out to someone in the chat room?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, beautiful Luna. Love you, baby. Mwah!
I knew it was going to be Luna.
Wow. Well, specifically, Freud wrote that for women who can't achieve orgasm, cocaine will solve their problem.
Okay.
I believe him.
Well, we have ecstasy now.
And we have ecstasy now. MDMA.
Great.
We've got a lot of chemicals now.
Yeah, we do.
Crocodile.
Oh my God.
Everyone's favorite arm-rotting substance
Ooh,
since 2013.
Anyways, in the 27th year of Asa, king of Judah, Zimri reigned 7 days in Tirzah. Now the troops were encamped against Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines. And the troops who were encamped heard it said, Zimri has conspired, and he has killed the king. Therefore all Israel made Omri, the commander of the army, king over Israel that day in the camp. So Omri went up from Gibbethon, and all Israel with him. And they besieged Tirzah. And when Zimri saw that the city was taken, he went into the citadel of the king's house, and burned the king's house over him with fire, and died, because of his sins that he committed, doing evil in the sight of the Lord, walking in the way of Jeroboam, and for his sin which he committed, making Israel to sin. Now, the rest of the acts of Omri and the conspiracy that he made, are they not written in the books? In the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel?
Are
Yeah.
they?
Oh, I don't know, probably not. It's long gone
Is
if they
the
are.
drinking game every time you say that?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So drink, everybody. So one thing I want to point out is this army of the Omrides.
Mhm.
There's actually there is a good amount of archaeological evidence for them,
Yes.
and there is a good amount we have a lot of good reason to believe that they were very powerful.
So do you think Chronicles is at all, like the book that they're referencing,
So-
at all based off of something that actually exists and is like
I think
if we ever did find this manuscript,
I think it might.
it would be
Yeah, like-
legitimate.
I got a secret. I have the Book of Chronicles.
Amazing.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
Give it to us immediately.
Yeah. I agree, Rachel. Omri is an underrated king.
My butt cheeks hurting.
I mean, Chronicles
Oh,
is
what's his
also way different than
Well, that's
the
a
book
different
of the
thing.
Chronicles
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Kings.
That's a way different.
Oh, you said Chronicle. I thought you said the Book of Chronic. Never mind.
I got those Narnia Chronicles.
Yeah, those. So I want to point out one thing. If you guys want to read something really cool about the Omrides, I suggest picking up Israel Finkelstein's and Neil Asher Silberman's book, The Bible Unearthed. Has a really good chapter on it.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Hooray.
So
You
there's
know,
that.
eventually I'm gonna have to like steal all your books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not for too long.
Maybe while we're
Gotta need them back.
maybe while we're editing the Book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel.
We'll need it.
He
Then,
looks like the friend that would borrow shit and never give it back.
so speaking of Omri, this is going to continue here. Then the people of Israel were divided into two parts. Half of the people followed Tibni, the son of Ginath, to make him king, and half followed Omri. But the people who followed Omri overcame the people who followed Tibni, the son of Ginath. So Tibni died, and Omri became king. In the 31st year of Asa, king of Judah, Omri began to reign over Israel, and he reigned for 12 years. 6 years he reigned in Tirzah. He bought the hill of Samaria from Shemer for 2 talents of silver, and he fortified the hill and called the name of the city that he built Samaria. After the name of Shemer, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Samaria is in the land of Manasseh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Nightbot's back.
Nightbot's back.
What
Welcome
did I do?
back to life, Nightbot.
What
have
did I do?
No idea what you did, but it's working now.
I haven't pushed a single button on the computer for like a while now.
You didn't do anything. Nightbot just decided to come in.
Thanks, Nightbot,
It's
for
conscious now.
Yeah,
arbitrarily
it woke up feeling a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
returning to us.
So, anyways, after the name of Shemer, the owner of the hill, Omri did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and did more evil than all who were before him.
Wow.
They were really bummed out that this guy was just so much better at creating a civilization than they are.
Well, did he have hundreds of thousands?
It doesn't tell us, but he was very powerful. For he walked in all the way of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and in the sins that he made Israel to sin, provoking the Lord, the God of Israel, to anger by their idols. Now the rest of the acts of Omri, oh my God, that he did, and the might that he showed, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel?
This is like the 8th time.
And Omri slept with his fathers and was buried in Samaria, and Ahab his son reigned in his place. Oh boy. Okay.
Ooh.
In the 38th year of Asa, king of Judah, man, dude, Asa's been through so much.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really know much about his own life that, like,
Well, it's written in the book of the Chronicles.
Oh man, yeah.
it would be written in the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah.
Oh, yes, Kings of
Yeah,
Judah.
can't mess that up.
We're going to have to write 2 books.
There we
I
are.
gotta write a bunch of
In
them.
the 38th year of Asa, king of Judah, Ahab, the son of Omri, began to reign over Israel.
I'm sorry, is that guy's name Aha?
Ahab.
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 Yeah.
That's almost as bad as Aha.
The half a hobbit.
Yep.
The son of Omri reigned over Israel in Samaria 22 years. And Ahab, the son of Omri, did evil in the sight of the Lord, more than all who were before him.
Wow, it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, it does. And if it had been a light thing for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, he took for his wife Jezebel, the daughter of Ethbal, king of the Sidonians.
F-ball?
Ethbal.
F-ball.
F.
F.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
good.
not really better. But
No, it's not, but F-ball is also hilarious.
I guess.
Oh, so finally, Ahab does something interesting. Because
Yeah.
it says in mine, is that the end of your verse? Or
No.
Okay.
Ethbal, king of the Sidonians, and went and served Baal and worshipped him.
yeah,
Of course, Baal is in his name.
yeah.
They were probably already worshiping Baal.
So now Ahab is worshiping Baal.
Yeah.
So nothing has changed, basically.
Nothing ever
Worship
changes.
my balls.
He was worse than everyone else, but nothing changed.
But you know what he did? He erected an altar for Baal in
Yeah.
the house of Baal, which is what you would fucking expect,
Yeah.
which he built in Samaria. and Ahab made an Asherah. Ahab did more to provoke the Lord, the God of Israel, to anger than all the kings of Israel who were before him. In his days, Hiel of Bethel built Jericho. He laid its foundation at the cost of Abiram, his firstborn, and set up the gates and cost of his youngest son, Segub, according to the word of the Lord, which he spoke by Joshua the son of Nun.
Wow. It's been a while since we had a
Anything
reference.
about Joshua?
No, Joshua, the son of Nun, has not been brought up for a long time.
Yeah, but remember, these are,
all over the place.
well, it's one or the same set of authors
Yeah.
working on these texts. Yeah.
I also
Deuteronomistic history.
I like how
Is that it?
this
That's
guy
infinite.
back here, what was his name? The one that did perfect in the eyes of the Lord.
Oh, was that Abijam?
Abijam.
Yep,
It might be. Well, he still died, but Enoch didn't.
That's true.
So, if there's anything that you can learn from that, it's that God doesn't necessarily want you to follow his orders.
No, not really.
If you just follow his orders, he's not going to like you enough to take you to party land.
Not even little.
Nah.
But are you getting some interference?
Oh, interference.
We keep getting that.
Wow.
That's horrible.
Oh, man.
It's like ringing.
Behold, I am your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and I want to let all you heathens and sinners know that I support this wonderful episode of Atheist Sunday School. Lawrence and Reuben try their very best to bring you the true glory of the Bible, and they need your help. They have provided links to their Patreon page and other social media just for you. Once again, my name is Jesus Christ, and this is Milwaukee Atheists. The Lord is with them. God bless.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh,
That was
Jesus,
awesome.
man.
Holy shit.
Always coming to support us, Jesus.
Yeah, he's pretty great. So at least recently. He's been a lot nicer.
Yeah. I like how Jesus was literally named Jesus.
It works.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like that Jesus,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good marketing decision.
It works.
Yeah, it works. He's
Does
very
work.
good at what he does.
There's a rock band named Jesus Jones.
Great.
Touch it. Yeah, you never heard of him, have you?
Never heard of him.
They drink communion Kool-Aid.
You mean Jim Jones?
Jesus Jones.
Is that what we call him? Okay.
The band. The band.
Oh, never. Okay.
Jesus.
There was a
No.
rock band called Jesus Jones.
This
I have
was-
no idea.
This was a mix
Now, what
of
he's talking
three-
about is Jim Jones.
Exactly.
Jonestown.
This was a mix of like 3 jokes.
That's where the Kool-Aid thing came from. But guess
Yeah.
what? It wasn't even Kool-Aid they drank.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was like some weird knockoff.
Yeah.
Yep. It
Gross.
was half aid. Just they couldn't afford full aid.
It was Rite Aid.
No, it
Right.
was kind of chill aid.
Was it just Tang?
It wasn't cool aid. It was kind of chill.
Was it Tang?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Pimp.
That's
Yeah.
the end of that chapter. Make sure you guys drop a like. I see 21 people in the chat, or watching at least. Don't see 21 people in the chat, but see 21 viewers. I should see 21 likes.
Or you can dislike it.
That too. I don't fucking
Yeah,
care.
you could.
Be honest with us.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
So,
I'm
Pimp,
joking. Do not. If you dislike it, I'll kill your parents.
Wow.
you're the one covering chapter 17 for us.
Okay. First of all, let me warn you. I've got crud, so I may cough a little bit,
All right.
That's all good, man.
and I can't say words well. So here we go. Well, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Now Elijah, the Tishbite from Tishbe, and see, I'm fucking these words up. And Gilad said to Ahab, what is it, Ahab?
We're just going with the hob.
Yeah.
Ahab, as the Lord the God of Israel lives, whom I serve, there will be neither dew nor rain in the next few years, except at my word.
You know, this kind of seems like
Arbitrary.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it kind of seems like it's reminiscent of remember in Egypt with Joseph.
Sure.
Yeah, and I think this threat is kind of passed over.
Didn't
Like,
they
I don't
have
think
bread
talk much-
before? Like they prepared unleavened bread and corn and whatever.
Well, they did a bunch of shit.
They did a bunch of shit for this known 14 years of good and then 14 years of bad. But does it specify how long?
Okay.
Or is this
It
just
doesn't-
God being sporadic?
I don't know. We already know he's pretty emotional.
Yeah.
Landon says biblical climate change.
God's just mad.
We had proof of it even then.
Anyways, then the word of the Lord came to Elijah, leave here, turn eastward, and hide in the Kerith ravine east of the Jordan. You will drink from the brook, and I have directed the ravens to supply you with food there. So it's like food services with birds. Yeah. Anyway, so he did what the Lord had told him. He went to Kerith ravine east of the Jordan and stayed there. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook.
You know, it really seems like all this like lost in the wilderness crap. It just keeps happening. Like he's just kind of thrown in the middle there.
Well, I mean, there was human civilization, and then there wasn't.
Yeah.
And I suppose back any time civilization being well-armed and having guns and stuff, everything in the wild is still pretty scary to you.
Rachel points out Baal Hadad is known for bringing the rains.
Oh yeah, because they were storm gods. Yeah,
Yes.
but actually even separately, Baal and Hadad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. There's too many
This
storm
whole
gods.
raven bringing them food thing, I think that's so stupid.
It is. Why specifically?
Can you just like make it appear? I
yeah.
mean,
Didn't he do that?
No. You're fucking God, man.
and where are the ravens getting the food from?
Yeah.
God.
Stealing it
These
from
are the
people.
questions. These are the important
And
questions
it's
we have.
bread, and you tell me a raven ain't gonna eat that fucking bread? Are you serious?
They're probably hungry too. Yeah.
Nah, they just carry it.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Yeah. Ravens like bread. Anyways, sometime later, the brook dried up because there had been no rain in the land. Then here's my problem with this. God controls all this shit. Why did he do this?
He's a fucking asshole.
Because we're evil.
He's a
And
dick.
we need to be punished for being evil.
Then the word of the Lord came to him. Go at once to Zarephath in the reign of Sidon and stay there. I have directed a widow there to supply you with food. So he went to Zarephath. When he came to the town gate, a widow was there gathering sticks. A widow, sorry, not a window. A widow gathering sticks.
I want to see.
I need glasses. So
I need.
bad.
I need to see a window gather sticks now.
Yeah, I need glasses. Sorry about that. He called to her and asked, would you bring me a little water in a jar so I may have a drink? As she was going to get it, he called, and bring me, please, a piece of bread. Okay.
Fucking demanding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why didn't you just tell it at once? Why do you have to let her walk off? It's so stupid. I hate the way they tell this story.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first make me a sandwich bitch.
Bitch, get in there and give me a jar of water and some sandwiches. See, that's the ghetto version. As surely as the Lord your God lives, she replied, I don't have any bread, only a handful of flour in a jar and a little olive oil in a jug. I am gathering a few sticks to take home and make a meal for myself and my son, which we eat sticks, and my son, that we may eat it and die. Bitch gonna eat some sticks and die.
Woo! That's hilarious.
It is.
That's fucked up, dude. Think about it.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna
eat your
use the
stick
sticks.
and I'm gonna die, motherfucker.
We're gonna eat it and die. Oh my god. Okay.
Damn, that's weird.
Why would?
Why would they eat it?
Why would you do
Why are you eating sticks, man? That's fucked up.
Why do you think the sticks are gonna kill you? You could probably eat a stick.
I think they're using the sticks to cook, but they're still dying, so I don't know why they're doing this.
So they're planning on preparing the stuff that they have.
Right.
So then they can die.
So they can die.
Yeah.
What a good life.
That's
That's fucked up. It's just dark. Anyways, Elijah said to her, "Don't be afraid. Go home and do as you have said. But first make a small loaf of bread." That rhymed. For me, bitch. Don't give me the bread. For me. From what you have and bring it to me. And then make something for yourself and your son. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. The jar of flour will not be used up, and the jug of oil will not run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the land.
So this is like the lamp or the menorah?
yeah. This is exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the 7 days of oil for 1 day of oil.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's in the Book of Maccabees.
Well,
This is the first
like that.
sexist, I think. Because
This is
he's
the
like,
first instance of
Feed
people...
me first, bitch.
yeah, exactly.
Give
My,
a shit about you and your
my
little ass
sandwich
brats.
first.
And the thing is, she was already planning on feeding herself
The dying.
and the child, but then also dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck you and your little shit brat. I'm gonna eat my bread first.
I also like how their ingredients for bread are just flour and a little bit of oil.
And
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah, they need
Yeah.
sticks.
And sticks, yeah.
You need to throw a little Parmesan in that. Some little onion, garlic powder. Anyways, she went away and did as Elijah had told her. So there was food every day for Elijah and for the woman and her family. For the jar of flour was not used up, and the jug of oil did not run dry, in keeping with the word of the Lord spoken by Elijah. So there was a never-ending jar of flour.
Amazing.
That's
Fantastic.
Don't give your characters any never-ending items in Dungeons & Dragons. That's how you break the campaign instantly, basically. Unless it has limits.
Why are we talking about Dungeons and Dragons?
What? Oh.
Because I always bring it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, sometime later, the son of the woman who owned the house became ill. He drew worse and worse and finally stopped breathing. She said to Elijah, "What do you have against me, man of God? Did you come to remind me of my sin and kill my son?"
No, bitch, you were just about... she was
like
just
you.
like, well, we're going to go die now.
Yep.
"You already said you was going to die, bitch. What you complaining about?" "Give me your son," Elijah replied. He took him from her arms, carried him to the upper room, where he was staying, and laid him on his bed. Then he cried out to the Lord, "Lord my God, have you brought tragedy even on this widow I am staying with by causing her son to die?" Then he stretched himself out on the boy. Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Okay, wait, we're going dark again. Then he stretched himself on the boy 3 times and cried to the Lord.
Oh, my God.
It sounded like he was humping him. "Lord my God, let this boy's life return to him." So he was laying on the boy screaming, "Oh God." That sounds like fucking.
Shit, dude.
I'm just saying, that sounds like a fucking going
This is
on.
a Heimlich maneuver, pre-Heimlich
Holy
maneuver.
shit.
This is canon.
This is canon.
I can't believe it.
Okay. He will fucking that dead kid. That's just wrong. Anyway, the Lord
Elijah
heard
was a
Elijah's cry, and the
Catholic.
boy's life returned to him. So he fucked life back into him.
fucked
And he
him up.
lived. Elijah picked up the child and carried him down from the room into the house. He gave him to his mother and said, "Look, your son is alive." Then the woman said to Elijah, "Now I know you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord from your mouth is the truth."
Wow.
Sure, there's a lot of stuff coming
And the
from his
kid's
mouth.
just like,
Oh,
It's like, oh shit!
That was the best chapter so far, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
So far.
Oh yeah. I mean, those other chapters were Chronicles. It's easy to beat them.
Yeah.
Oh, you just wait till Chronicles.
Yeah, and the thing is, this story about healing this widow's son, in the New Testament, I think it's in Luke, Jesus is healing a widow's son at Nain, I think. Shares a lot of parallels there, because the thing is, people who were purporting to be prophets at the time were always trying to replicate things that prophets in the Old Testament did.
Yeah.
You know, just to be
17.
like, look at me, it's amazing. So like it's like a tell. It's like the reader of the New Testament, if they knew this story about Elijah, which they probably did, they would have been like, oh, obviously he's a prophet. He's doing exactly what the prophet did. So it's yeah.
But what's fucked up is like, okay, they had never-ending flower and the kid still died, and he had, goddamn, it's like overkill there. It's just like, yeah, okay, man, you had never-ending flower. It's pretty much proof that you're a man of God. Shit.
Yeah. Hey, if you're enjoying the stream so far, give us a like and maybe share it around like you shared that illness when you were in college.
Or now.
Yeah, just like that one. Or yeah, maybe
While
still,
you're in college.
Who knows? 23 viewers should see at least 23 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 23 dislikes.
And remember, I think we're what did Landon say we were?
$36 approximately.
Around 36, somewhere in the high 30s.
We're real close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's so much.
if they make the $36, I will lay my body across a dead kid 3 times, and he'll come back to life.
Wow.
That's good.
That's better than the demon
You've
summit.
got to find a dead kid first. Pimp.
I'll
What do you
kill
mean
a kid.
find?
That's okay. I'll just smother one.
On our way. You two will be making the dead kid.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I'll start up with chapter 18 here. And it came to pass after many days that the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, Go, show thyself unto Ahab. Yeah, I'm going to call him Ahab.
Okay.
Like,
Captain
Moby
Ahab?
Dick. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And there
Ishmael.
was a sore famine in Samaria. And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house. Now, Obadiah feared the Lord greatly, for it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord that Obadiah took in 100 prophets and hid them with 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water. And Ahab said unto Obadiah, Go unto the land, unto all fountains of water, and unto all brooks. Peradventure we may find grass to save the horses and mules alive, that we lose not all the beasts. So they divided the land between them to pass throughout it. Ahab went one way by himself, and Obadiah went another way by himself. And as Obadiah was in the way, behold!
Behold!
Behold! Sorry, I was muted again.
Wait, where was I? It said behold, and I got
Dumbass.
You
I
was
can-
it 7?
all... Oh, I was at 7?
Yeah, with that behold.
Elijah met him, and he knew him, and fell on his face, and said, Art thou that my lord Elijah? And he answered him, I am. Go, tell my lord. Behold!
Behold!
No.
Elijah's here.
So anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I could just see that being written somewhere like Elijah was here.
Yeah. And he said, What have I sinned, that thou wouldst deliver thy servant into the hands of Ahab to slay me? As the Lord thy God liveth, there is no nation or kingdom whither my Lord hath not sent to seek thee. And when they said, He is not there, he took an oath of the kingdom and nation that they found thee not. And now thou sayest, Go tell my Lord, Behold!
Behold!
Yo.
Elijah is here.
Again?
And it shall come to pass, as soon as I am gone from thee, that the Spirit of the Lord shall carry thee whither I know not. And so, when I come and tell Ahab, and he cannot find thee, he shall slay me. But I, thy servant, fear the Lord from my mouth. Was it not told my Lord what I did when Jezebel slew the prophets of the Lord? How I hid 100 men of the Lord's prophets by 50 in a cave, and fed them with bread and water? And now thou sayest, Go, tell thy Lord, Behold!
Behold!
Elijah is here, and he shall slay me. And Elijah said, As the Lord of hosts liveth, before whom I stand, I will surely show myself unto him today.
I was so hoping he would say, Behold, I'm here.
So Obadiah went to meet Ahab and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Lord, and thou have followed Baalim.
That's just the other Lord's balls.
By the way,
Yeah.
It's plural.
666 from Slarty.
Slarty Bartfast, thank you for the
Thank you,
666.
Slarty Bartfast.
Love your name, man.
Good name.
I agree.
Excellent.
Slarty.
And so he meets up with this dude, and then he's like, Now therefore send and gather me all Israel unto Mount Carmel. And the prophets of Baal 450, with the prophets of the groves 400,
So, Asherah's prophets.
yes, which eat at Jezebel's table. So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel and gathered.
This is a good part of the story.
Finally.
Yeah.
So he gathered all
the background for today.
Oh, yeah, all these
Yeah.
people showing up.
They're all a whole bunch of pagan priests.
Yeah.
Here,
Yes.
I can quickly show that.
That's exactly what they
There
are.
they are.
Yeah. There they
Everyone's
are.
like, wow, there they are. And now they're back to you.
And he gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Lord. But Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks.
And hold on. Who were those other prophets that we were reading about last week? I forget both their names, but like one lied about something.
Right.
Yeah, but there were 2 of them.
There were 2 of them.
2 prophets.
And one lied, and then the truthful
And then he
one
got
killed
killed.
himself, right? Or did
No,
the liar die?
He died. The
Okay.
liar died.
Okay.
I forget their names, but there
No,
were
the one who didn't lie died.
I swore the one who
The
didn't lie.
no. The liar died.
No, the liar didn't die. You misread the story.
I swear the
What
liar
happened?
didn't
I swear
die
the liar
and got
died.
mauled by a lion.
No, what happened was the guy came in who made a promise to God. This guy lied to him and said that an angel told him that he didn't have to keep that promise. So the guy was like, okay, and didn't keep his promise to God because
Right.
of what the liar said. And then when he went out, he got killed by a lion.
And his donkey just hung out with the lion by the corpse for like a week, and it was creepy.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So, oh yeah, Jonah says that they're unnamed. Yeah. Well, one of them is still alive, right?
Maybe.
Well, I guess not. Maybe so many years have passed. I guess
This
not.
has been many decades.
I feel like another time skip definitely happened.
Well, yeah, definitely. We just went through it in
We
the
literally just
Yeah,
read through
definitely
a
happened.
King's List.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, here's his contest. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it into pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under it. And I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire on it. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord. And the God that answereth by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered and said, It is well spoken. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, Choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for you are many. And call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. And they
But
took...
what if they need the fire?
Too bad. This is the test. They're doing
I love how like when people issue
Bible science, everybody. This is Bible science.
Yeah, and I love when people like issue a challenge, but they're like but you can't do those things that would let you be able to do that. Like, you have to run from here to the store, but you can't run. Well, you can't do it.
Yeah. You have to tie your
You
legs
have
behind
to cut
your back.
your legs off
Yeah.
and then run.
It's not that complicated. It's just like, well, if your God's real, he can start a fire.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a
sure.
test. It's a God test.
But either way, even if you do light it on fire, you're still going to see fire coming from heaven.
Maybe.
No, it would just spontaneously combust.
Yeah. Because God is everywhere, and also the ravens.
It could spontaneously combust, or he could have a stream of fire. He's fucking God.
Read the thing. Let's find out. Do whatever he wants. He's flavorful. He's a real flavorful douchebag.
You know, real character.
They took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even till noon, saying, "O Baal, hear us." But there was no voice, nor any that answered, and they leaped upon the altar which was made.
And by the way, leaped, it's probably just dancing.
Maybe.
My mind says limped, but it just means dancing. Like, I think the same word is used in, I think when David is dancing around the ark. I think the same word is used there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And it came to pass at noon.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got a mic problem, apparently?
Mic problem?
Who's on mic 1 or whatever? Somebody's is dead.
I don't
You're right.
think it has battery.
Mine
Yep.
also has battery.
No, it's on my end. It's definitely
okay.
just started flashing. Sorry.
Yep, we are getting that solved currently.
Is it-
Quit fucking up.
It's the mic's batteries. I don't have a choice.
The mic
You can-
batteries.
You're talking shit about God. He's pissed. He's
That's
fucking
true.
with your stuff.
That's true.
If he did that, it would suddenly lag inexplicably for like 10 seconds and then go back to normal.
Yeah.
That's definitely God
hopefully-
because nothing does that here. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, let's...
It was Ruben, I believe you died just a second
Was
ago.
it? Okay, let's hope.
No, it was very recent.
Was it very recent?
Because I saw his audio input until just a second ago. Yes.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure that the crowd didn't miss all that much.
All right.
I don't think I did.
And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them, and said, "Cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he is talking or pursuing, or he is on a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth, and must be awakened." And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lancets till the blood gushed out of them.
as you do.
It's
Yeah.
tradition.
Blood sacrifice.
Style at the time.
Yeah.
And they cried aloud and cut themselves, and it came to pass when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. And Elijah said unto all the people, "Come near unto me." And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, "Israel shall be thy name." And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he would make a trench about the altar as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullocks in pieces, and laid them on the wood, and said, "Fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood." And he said, "Do it a second time." And they did it a second time, and he said, "Do it a third time," and they did it a third time. And the water ran round about the altar, and he filled up the trench also with water. And it came to...
Wait, so he's making them worship his God, and like,
Yes.
yeah, that's what he's doing. He's telling them to do this for him.
Yep.
Yes.
And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifices that Elijah the prophet came near and said, "Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known that this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that thou art the Lord God, and thou hast turned their heart back again." Then the fire of the Lord fell, and consumed the burnt sacrifice and the wood and the stones and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench.
So it's Yeah, the way I'm picturing this is it's exactly like just a plume.
So a meteor?
Or a lightning bolt.
Or a lightning bolt, yeah. Something like that. No, I like just a giant plume of fire.
Yeah,
Sort of what we got in the picture.
Yeah,
kind of.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyways, when the people saw it, they fell on their faces and they said, "The Lord, He is the God. The Lord, He is the God." And Elijah said unto them,
Yes.
"Take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape." And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook of Kishon and slew them there.
Yep, they're all dead now.
Yep.
Fuck them.
Hundreds of them.
Yep.
Well, a lot of them
850.
a lot of them cut themselves.
But
They were pretty easy to kill.
We don't know if that, like, it might be, some sort of, it sounds like blood magic,
And
but it's not
bloodletting.
necessarily sacrifice.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
it's-
they'd be weakened.
They would be weakened.
And so, he just goes, and you were weak, and you were weak, and you were weak, and he just stabs them all.
He just stabs them all,
He
yeah.
just stabs them all.
no, he doesn't command that
They were bleeding all day.
the prophets of Asherah are put to death.
That's true.
true.
Only the prophets of Baal.
Only the prophets of Baal, yeah.
And also, your mic just died, Lawrence. That's on my end.
Wow. Good job, Chris.
Hey, it's the new week. It'll happen.
And Elijah said to them, okay, so he killed these people. And Elijah said unto Ahab, "Get thee up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain." So Ahab went up to eat and to drink, and Elijah went to the top of Carmel, and he cast himself down upon the earth, and put his face between his knees, and said to his servant, "Go up now, look toward the sea." And he went up and looked and said, "There is nothing." And he said, "Go again 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time that he said, "Behold!"
Behold!
Behold!
And guys, remember what else had to be done 7 times?
I don't know.
Going around Jericho, right?
Yeah, going around
Oh.
Jericho.
So they have inherited his OCD.
7's a big number in the Bible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
There ariseth a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand. And he said, "Go up, say unto Ahab, Prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stop thee not." And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds and wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rode and went to Jezreel. And the hand of the Lord was on Elijah. And he girded up his loins, and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel.
I love that description.
Girded up his loins.
Yeah, I
Yep.
have, and the hand of the Lord was on Elijah, and he gathered up his garment and ran before.
It's not as good.
I know. I like loins better.
Yeah.
Garmented.
Allowance, my sexual allowance.
So basically, there's like extreme drought, and then he's like, "Here, pray to God," and then there's not an extreme drought anymore.
Ta-da!
Yeah, pretty much. And I like how that was only like a little bit of the story. Like the drought, it's barely even an issue.
It's like a tiny ass thing.
Yeah.
They don't even need to fix it because ravens.
Yeah. Because ravens. Ravens will just bring you your shit. You're fine.
This is going to be brung up again. Where couldn't you have just used ravens for this? Kind of like the Lord of the Rings argument. Didn't they just need the giant eagles?
Yeah.
If they had the giant eagles, the whole quest is fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Fly to Mordor.
Yeah, they couldn't use the eagles.
I know.
One does not
Fanatically,
simply walk into Mordor.
one could simply fly into Mordor.
The ring would corrupt the eagles. Their minds were not advanced enough to withstand
Fine.
its dark magic.
You don't know that.
No, I don't, because it wasn't written. They didn't
I
give them
know.
a reason.
They didn't say why they didn't use the
No,
eagles.
you don't. No, you don't read fiction.
Well, I've seen Lord of the Rings.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hates Star Wars, not Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, even
There's
though I'm
only
wearing a
one
Star Wars
trilogy.
themed shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
May the mass times acceleration be with you. Okay, that was
Bad.
the end of chapter 18.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm coughing.
Because God's punishing you.
That's what smokers call breathing.
Ah.
No. Okay. So remember, if you guys are enjoying the show, drop a like, share it around, subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah, share it around like a jug of hobo wine that you brewed up in the back of your toilet.
Exactly like that. There's no different way to do that. And we are
only
we're about $30 away.
Yeah, now we are $30 away, I believe. Yeah.
So
keep up the good work,
that'd be
everybody.
cool.
Thanks for all these great donations.
Thank you so much. So let's hop right into chapter 19.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah,
Yes,
buddy. Here's some
yeah.
new batteries. Good luck.
Thanks. Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and how he had killed all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah, saying, "So may the gods do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by this time tomorrow." So, kill them.
Yep.
Okay. Or kill him, yeah. Then he was afraid.
Duh.
And he arose and ran for his life and came. They were in different cities, weren't they? Because they just sent a messenger.
Time skips are bad.
Whatever.
I have no idea what the
They started
pacing.
just running,
The
whatever.
pacing of these previous stories plus chronicles has been awful.
I know, could have walked. Then he was afraid, and he arose and ran for his life and came to Beersheba, which belongs to Judah, and left his servant there. I don't remember. Oh, he left his servant there. Okay. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a broom tree.
A juniper tree on mine.
Interesting. And he asked that he might die, saying, "Is it enough now, O Lord? Take away my life, for I am no better than my fathers." And he lay down and slept under a broom tree. And behold!
Behold!
Behold, I was muted again.
Right. An angel touched him, and he said to him, "Arise and eat." And he looked, and behold!
Behold!
Go!
There was at his head a cake baked on stones and a jar of water. And he ate and drank and lay down again.
Great.
And the angel of the Lord came again a second time and touched him.
Ooh.
I know, amazing. And said, "Arise and eat, for the journey is too great for you." And he arose and ate and drank, and went in the strength of that food 40 days and 40 nights to Horeb, the Mount of God. And
So he
remember,
didn't need to eat anything else for 40 days, 40 nights.
Right. And remember that Horeb is Mount Sinai.
Yes.
Uh,
Now, that's not outlandish. I mean, there have been people who have fasted for well over 100 days in modern times recorded. So,
so quite a long time.
yeah.
I mean, they were fat.
They were fat. They lost a lot of weight.
They probably couldn't have walked all this way.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They were old.
His muscles in his legs are all going to atrophy.
Yeah. No.
Especially if he climbs this mountain.
Oh my gosh.
That would suck.
Dude, you need food.
He's got to slowly elevate. There he came to a cave and lodged in it. And behold!
Behold!
Yo!
The word of the Lord came to him, and he said to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" He said, "I have been very jealous for the Lord, the God of hosts, for the people of Israel have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword."
When? Civil War?
Maybe. Oh, hey, look at that! Pimpmunk!
$5.
Chipped
Woo!
it in!
Thanks, man.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
Landon said we needed 3184 before, so now
He's like 26
yeah,
something.
we need
for it.
2684.
Yeah. You know what's really interesting is
No.
that I don't. Okay, I guess I'll tell you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the thing about killing all these prophets, I don't know if they're referencing Omri destroying all that shit, or if they're referencing
That book.
the destruction of Baal's prophets and all those and the Asherah and that stuff. So that would be-
it's referencing the former.
Yeah,
In
that's what I
mine
was
it says, "For the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets."
Yeah, I understand that.
So that would be the prophets of this God, unless he's
I know.
suddenly switched over to
Well,
talking to
the
Baal.
thing is, it was already kind of both at that time, historically speaking. It was both. It was pretty much synonymous.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and I, even I only am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And he said, "Go out and stand on the mount before the Lord." And behold!
No.
The Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind tore the mountains and broke in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, the sound of a low whisper, which is apparently just means a thin silence.
What?
Mine
I don't
says
know.
a still small voice.
Okay,
Mine
that's
says a gentle whisper.
That's so, okay, whatever. And when Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in his cloak and went out and stood at the entrance of the cave. So this is very reminiscent of the plagues and the Passover.
Yeah, it's kind of like he went into a volcanic cave, and it was windy, and there was fire there, and it shook a bit. You're welcome.
Okay.
Air,
Well-
earth, fire, water.
Oh,
Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, but then everything changed when Yahweh attacked.
and behold,
Behold!
No.
there
Motherfucker.
There came a voice to him and said, "What are you doing here, Elijah? What the fuck is up with this?" He said,
He was already there.
Right. He said, "I have been very jealous for the Lord, the God of hosts, for the people of Israel have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. And I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away." And the Lord said to him, "Go, return on your way to the wilderness of Damascus. And when you arrive, you shall anoint Hazael to be king over Syria. And Jehu, the son of Nimshi, you shall anoint to be king over... Wait, hold on. Yeah, king over Israel. And Elisha, not Elijah, the son of Shaphat, of Abel... Oh my god. Abel Meholah. Holy shit.
What? Abel Meholah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abel Meholah.
Wow.
You shall anoint to be prophet in your place. And the one who escapes from the sword of Hazael shall Jehu put to death, and the one who escapes from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha put to death. So they got this succession
of
going.
who to kill.
Of who's going to be doing the killing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yet I will leave 7,000 in Israel, all the knees that have not bowed to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him. So the interesting thing about kissing Baal was that kissing the calf idols was probably some sort of tradition. It was in Hosea even, like, you know, they kiss calf idols over there in Samaria. So that's just an interesting thing to know.
What I find weird too is that the worship of calves extends further east and didn't dissipate there. You know what I mean? Not just India, but all sorts of Persian and other.
Further west.
Yeah, it did, and they still make calf idols out of bronze and silver today.
Yeah.
So, like, if this mattered and it was heinous to do so, clearly those factories that make them are doing fine.
Yeah, this is very much after the fact.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did you say something, Pimp?
No, that was my dog barking.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he departed from there and found Elisha the son of Shaphat, who was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen in front of him.
Wow, all 12 plowed at once?
And he was with the 12. Elijah passed by him and cast his cloak upon him. That just seems like a dick move. I don't know who you... I know who you are. You don't know me, though. But
Yes.
Fuck you.
That's a dick move.
Elijah passed by him in his cloak, and cast his cloak upon him, and he left the oxen and ran after Elijah and said, "Let me kiss my father and my mother, and then I will follow you." Wow. That took no convincing.
He didn't even have to say anything.
He just knew.
He just threw a cloak on this guy.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yo, you get it.
Explains everything.
You would do the same thing, right?
Yeah, of course. If somebody throws a cloak on me while I'm with my 12 oxen, of course.
And he said to him, "Go back again, for what have I done to you?" And he returned from following him and took the yoke of oxen and sacrificed them and boiled their flesh with the yokes of the oxen and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he arose and went after Elijah and assisted him.
Yep.
Came his
Boy.
servant, mine says.
Boy, oh boy, that was some weird reading today.
Yeah, an hour and 35 minutes so far.
We had a King's List and the fucking Elijah having some weird relations with a dead child.
And then next week, we're going to have a buddy cop comedy between Elijah and Elisha.
Ooh, I mean, I really fucking hope.
Yeah. I hope that, like, God shows up as
The narrator.
like the police chief.
Right.
You know what would have
He's
been convenient?
Damn it, you two.
And if God got another chance to try to write this thing, I would suggest he be the narrator and try to have some cohesion, because he doesn't feel like the same character at any point.
Hold on, the buddy cop isn't going to happen until Second Kings.
Uh,
They're just skipping over that for now. They're
But,
going back to something
You know
else.
what? We'll probably finish First Kings next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably, definitely.
Yeah, so that would be 20, 21, and 22.
Yep.
Yep. Great. We're going to be finishing First Kings next time. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please drop a like. We really appreciate it. It really helps us out.
Yeah.
And Pimpmunk, if you want to show all your stuff.
Show all your stuff, man.
Well, make sure you catch the Altered Perspective tonight on the Pimpmunk channel. Our show every week, Sunday, the Altered Perspective. And make sure you catch the Morning Wood. It's Monday through Thursday, sometimes on Friday. Tomorrow morning we have Captain Karashon, who is fucking hot to look at. Let's just face the fact. She's fucking gorgeous. Head to toe, she's like a bronze goddess. Ass for days, titties for night. It's just great. and she's smart and clever and all that good shit. So it's a good show. Just make sure you check out the Pimpmunk channel and go give me money.
Yeah, the Morning Wood's always a fun show. I would probably, try to be on there more, but got school and shit right now.
And you don't want to wake up that early.
Well, I have to be at school during the show. So.
Oh, well, why don't you just drop out of school and do Pimpmunk show full time? Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody
boy.
quoted me from last night. I think I said knuckle fucker clitoris last night, and somebody's quoting me. And it's clitoris, not clitoris. It's the glorious clitoris.
All right. So that is the end of the show for today. I have no announcements. Definitely check out, all the links in the description, all the Nightbot
Finally.
stuff, Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, which we just hit. We're over $100 a month on Patreon.
Oh,
now.
again, good.
So we should try to do a thing for that.
Okay.
And remember to get your kids neutered and spayed. And with that, I say we will see you
next Sunday.